Rachybop here and welcome to this week's episode of Ask Rachybop.
For Apple's apps and iPhone theory, and talk of how your life can change with Siri. Into The Sims, but there's real life too. She loves to answer questions from all of you. Ask Rachybop.
First question this week comes from Sim for Life here on YouTube. Have you ever CC custom content in your game? I've never used custom content in my Sims games. It's not something I'd even heard of until about 1 or 2 years ago when I became more involved in the Sims community. And no, I've never tried it. Next question comes from @Kelthan on Twitter. Do you think they'll, being Apple, backtrack on the drastic change that was iOS 7, or is it here to stay? I think for now they might keep going with it, but I think when iOS 8 comes, it might have some attributes of previous iOS versions. So they're always trying to keep it fresh and moving forward, and they give very bold changes. But hopefully they do listen to people as well and their feedback. I mean, it'd be silly not to. And bring back things that people really miss from previous iOS. Next question comes from Shauna Firth here on YouTube. Will you ever create an iPhone case collection, and where would you suggest to buy really cheap iPhone cases for us if possible? The problem with doing an iPhone case collection video is that at the moment I've bought 2, so it really wouldn't be any good. I'm not like someone who buys loads and loads of cases. I buy one and I stick to it. So at the moment I just have the clear one that I'm using now and the fluffy one that I had before that. I would actually recommend eBay and Amazon for buying your cases. If you go to my website rachybop.com and click on the things I love section, there's an Aztec one on there that was from Amazon. That wasn't very expensive, and the one I have right now is just a clear one, and that was like £2.50 on eBay. You can find some really good cheap ones, and you'll find that a lot of these customised ones are just cheap ones that people have bought and then decorated. So you might as well just buy the cheap one and do what you want with it. Next question comes from @WeStevia4 on Twitter. What's your favourite song on the radio at the moment? I think it would be Katy Perry's Dark Horse. Although I don't really get the song or the video, I think it's really catchy. And the final question this week comes from Aaron Beatty on YouTube. What is your biggest obsession at the moment? I have a lot of obsessions, but I think the one that keeps going around in my mind is, where is that plane? MH370. It's been missing for over 3 weeks. I was obsessed with it from the start because I couldn't believe that a plane would go missing with that many people on. Now I've been following it from the beginning, expecting every day to find out what happened, and as conspiracy theories come through and your mind wanders, every second of the day I'm just thinking, where is it? Where are these people? Just hoping that they're still alive and praying for the families and friends. Personally, I think that it has been hijacked, and I'm kind of hoping that if it's the only way that we can find those people alive, which it seems it would be right now. And I also think that the government are keeping things from us, but understandably so, because if they tell us everything, then whoever's taken the plane will know everything we know, and they'll be able to stay one step ahead of us. So I'm totally okay with them keeping us in the dark as long as they find those people alive and stop them using the plane as a flying bomb. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments and all the questions that I've answered. And don't forget to ask questions for next week, guys. You can ask here on YouTube and over on Twitter using the hashtag AskRachybop. Thanks to all of you who ask. I really appreciate all your questions, and thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you did, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, share this video with your friends and your enemies, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!